Good morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed the difference between distance and displacement. Okay, what is the first difference we have discussed in the last class? In the first example, we have shown that distance equal to displacement. In the second example, we have shown that distance is greater than displacement. And in the third example, we have proved that displacement may be zero. There is a chance for displacement may be zero, but there is no chance for distance to become zero. Distance cannot become zero, but there are some chances to become displacement zero. So some more differences in today's class we are going to discuss, and we are going to complete this distance and displacement topic in today's video. Okay, coming to the next topic. Watch this diagram carefully. Here, this is the person. He starts from point A and reaches to B in three different paths. Once again, I am repeating. Here, this is the person who starts from point A and reaches to B in three different paths. What are the three different paths? We are going to see. First, this is the path 1. He starts here and reaches to B directly. Next, second path. He starts from here and he moves to here, that is C, and once again comes back to B. Coming to the third path, starts from A, reaches to D, and takes a turn and comes to B point. These are the three different paths. Now, can you say in these three different paths the distance are equal? In three different paths, whether the distance are equal or not? No, the distance are different. When you take path 1, the distance is 6 meters. In path 1, the distance is 6 meters. In path 2, what is the distance? So, here 8 meters, once again 2 meters. So, totally 10 meters. In path 2, it is 10 meters. In path 3, here it is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 meters. In path 3, the distance traveled by the person is 14 meters. How? AD plus DB. AD plus DB. What is the AD value? 10. Plus DB. What is the DB value? 4. 10 plus 4, that is 14 meters. So these are the distances traveled by the person in three different paths. But in these three paths, if you take the displacement, what is the displacement? In these three paths, what is the displacement? No doubt the displacement is same, that is 6 meter. The displacement is 6 meter. What is the displacement? Final position minus initial position. In all these three paths, the final position is B, that is 6. In all these three paths, the initial position is A, that is 0. 6 minus 0, that equal to 6 meters. In all these three paths, the displacement is 6 meters, but the distance in path 1 is 6 meters, in path 2 it is 10 meters, in path 3 it is 14 meters. From this, what do you understand? So, from this problem, we are going to know one important concept. What is that important concept is distance. It does not depend upon the path followed. It depends upon the path followed. It depends upon the path followed. Whereas displacement, it is independent. Whatever may be the path, but the answer is 6. So, in path 1, the displacement value is 6. In path 2, the displacement value is 6. In path 3, the displacement value is 6. So it does not depends upon the path followed. So displacement is independent. So now we are going to just recall what we have discussed, the differences between distance and displacement. When you come to the first difference, what is the first difference? No? The definition itself is the first difference. What is the definition? The path length traveled by the body is known as a distance, or simply we can call as the total path length traveled by the body is known as distance. Displacement, it is the shortest distance between final position and shortest distance between initial position and final position. This is the first difference. Coming to the second difference. When a body is moving in a straight line, the distance will be equal to displacement. When you come to the third, the displacement may be 0, but the distance cannot be 0. And the fourth one is distance. Here displacement is independent of the path followed. It does not depend upon the path followed, but distance depends upon the path followed. So why means when you travel path 1, it is 6 meters. When he travel path 2, it is 10 meters. When he travel in path 3, it is 14 meters. So this is the main difference between distance and displacement. Okay. So in this, when you go to higher competitive exams, there is some chances of asking problems in different ways. We are going to see some more numericals basing upon the distance and displacement. These numericals will be very understandable to the persons, that is to the students of 8th and 9th class. So 6th and 7th, so better to observe and carefully. If you have any doubt, just message to our contact number. Okay, right. Okay, we are going to see some more problems based upon distance and displacement. These problems will be useful in higher classes, not only 8th, 9th, in intermediate, when you write NEET exam or when you write JEE mains, whatever may be the exams, these problems forms a foundation for you. Okay, let us consider a person starts from A and reaches to B, that is 3 meters. And then he moves upwards 4 meters. Let us consider BC. Now, can you tell what is the distance and displacement traveled by the person? So pause the video and try to do the answer. If you are unable to do the answer, follow with me. Right. Distance. This distance. Total path length. Here AB plus BC. So what is the value of AB? That is 3. What is the value of BC? 4. 3 plus 4, that is 7 meters. Anyone? Displacement value? So what is the displacement? The shortest path between initial position and final position. This is initial position and this is final position. The shortest path is like this. This is the shortest path. That means AC becomes the displacement. Now we want to know the value of AC. So I think you heard in maths Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? This is right angle. Here it is making 90 degrees. So this becomes hypotenuse. This becomes one side of the triangle. This is another side of the triangle. So when you come to the Pythagoras theorem, what is the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square equal to side square plus side square. So we want the hypotenuse. Let us consider it is x. X square equal to side. What is side? 3. That is 3 square plus what is another side? 4. That becomes 4 square. X square equal to 3 square 9. 4 square it is 16. x square equal to 9 plus 16, that is 25. We want only x. Therefore, x equal to, when the square goes to that side, it becomes root. So, root of 25. What is the value of root of 25? No doubt, it is 5. So, the displacement value is 5 meter. Here, this is the displacement, 5 meters. Okay. So, here we should have an idea in the mass, that is Pythagoras theorem we are using, that is hypotenuse square equal to side square plus side square. If you know that formula, we can do this type of problems very well. Okay. Next, we are going to see another problem. Coming to another model problem. A farmer moves 20 meters east, turns and walks 20 meters north, and finally turns, once again he turns and walks 20 meters to west. Now calculate the distance and displacement travelled by the farmer. So try to do the problem. Okay. Once again I am repeating the problem. A farmer moves 20 meters east and turns and walks 20 meters north, and finally once again he makes a turn and walks 20 meters to west. Now we want to calculate the distance and displacement travelled by the farmer. So in order to do this type of problems, first we want to know the directions. So first take down the directions. That is north, this is center, this is south, east and west. So first take down the directions like that. Now we want to start from center. This is center. A farmer moves to 20 meters towards east. So east is like this. So he moves 20 meters like this. Now the farmer is here. Let us consider it is starting point is O and it is A. Now he turns and walks 20 meters north. Or north is upside. So he walks 20 meters once again. Let us, it is B, AB. So 20 meters. Now 20 meters and once again he turns and moves 20 meters towards west. West is this direction. So he moves once again 20 meters like this. So this is 20 meters. Now let us consider it is C. The farmer is exactly here. Now we want to calculate the distance and displacement travelled by the farmer. Distance, no doubt, that is distance equal to total path length. So here that is OA plus this AB plus BC. Okay, now OA that is 20 plus AB, this is also 20, BC, this is also 20. Right, so 20 plus 20, 40, 40 plus 20, that is 60. So totally 60 meters. Distance travelled by the farmer is 60 meters. Now we want to know the displacement. Displacement means final position, initial position, the shortest path. This is the distance. So we want the value of CO. CO value equal to AB. So displacement equal to 20 meters. Here once again, if you observe that the displacement value is less than the distance. Only in some cases the displacement value will be equal to distance. So in most of the cases we can write like this: distance value equal to, or always it may be greater or equal to displacement. In the last problem also, if you observe, the displacement value is less when compared with the distance. Okay, this is one type of problem. Now we are going to do another type of problem. So let us consider. A person starts from A and he moves in the circular path and once again reaches to A. Okay. He starts from A. Let us consider or be the radius of this circle. He starts from A and moves in the circumference on the circumference of the circle and reaches to A. Now, can you tell the distance and displacement value? What is the distance and displacement? So, here the distance, he starts from here and he moves like this and he returns back once again to A. The total path we want. This total path is equal to the circumference of the circle. What is the formula for circumference of the circle? That is 2 pi r. Very good. So 2 pi r. Circumference of the circle equal to 2 pi r. So distance equal to this circumference of the circle. That is 2 pi r. When you come to the displacement, can anyone? Displacement nothing but 0. Why the displacement is 0? Because starting point is A. Once again he moves on the circumference of the circle and reaches to A. So it becomes 0 because the final position and the initial position are same. So the displacement is 0. So only this type of problems also we come across in different manner. They are going to give the value of radius and they ask to calculate the distance and displacement value. For example, let us consider the radius of the circle is 7 meters and a person completes one full circle, and what is the distance and displacement? So distance, that is 2 pi. What is the value of pi? 22 by 7, right? Or 3.14 into r, he is given as 7. 7 gets cancelled. 2 into 22, that is 44 meter. This is only if radius value is given. We want to do like this. In this case also, the displacement is 0 because if the initial position and final positions are same, then the displacement is 0. The same problem can be converted in different manner. Instead of completing one foot circle, he may ask, a person starts from A and moves circular path and reaches to B. Or be the radius, here also, or be the radius. Now, what is the distance and displacement traveled by the person? Distance, half of this. Half means 2 pi r by 2. That is pi r. Distance equal to pi r. When the distance equal to pi r, if he starts from A and reaches to B, that means he completes only half circle. When he completes one half circle, the distance is pi r. What is displacement? So displacement equal to, what is displacement? This becomes diameter of the circle, that is r plus r, that is 2r. This is displacement and this is distance when the person completes in the circle. So, okay, this type of problems we are going to discuss as many as possible. Okay, until then, have a good day.